Okay, so we have a lot of school closures this morning, not just bus cancellations, school closures, and they're all down in the Niagara region. So we have the Niagara Catholic and District School Board completely closed all the schools today, as well as the Grand Erie, is it Erie Grand Erie School Board out in Haldeman County. Schools are closed there as well. They got walloped with snow, and it is still coming down. Don't forget, coming up just after 7 o'clock, we're going to talk to some Burlington residents who right now are trapped on I-90 outside of Erie, Pennsylvania. They may be trapped there for a few hours. So we're going to be talking about them coming up in just a few minutes. All right, let's get to our next guest. More than 90,000 people from all over the world applied to be a volunteer at the Olympic Games, and only 17,000 were chosen, including two brothers from Stony Creek. We're part of a lucky few that headed down to PyeongChang. They are back home now and joining us after getting kicked out of South. Nice, I say that, but you guys are a lot of fun. Like it looked like this must have been the trip of a lifetime.
Yeah, it was amazing. We got back last night at Pearson Airport from PyeongChang. We are jet lagged. We need a haircut, and it looks like we brought winter back with us.
You brought it, yeah.
Sorry.
What did you miss most of all? What was the first thing you did when you got back to Canada?
Oh, you know what? What did we do actually?
Pizza.
The food. Yeah, we went and got chicken wings from our favorite pizza place. That was priority.
Where's that?
Oh, it's in Stony Creek somewhere.
What is it? Give it a shout out.
Oh, yeah, Carlos Pizza. In Stony Creek.
They make the best wings around?
Supposedly.
Okay.
I can neither confirm or deny that, but we're satisfied, and we have a list of food that we want to eat now that we're back. So
Cam and Dan Galindo from Stony Creek. Let's get to some of your pictures. Here's the last picture you posted before leaving South Korea.
Look at that. So I was able to get Daniel the day pass into the Athletes Village, and that was our last day. That was before we left PyeongChang back to Seoul. And we decided to take a nice little picture in front of the Olympic rings in the Athletes Village.
Yeah,
that
was
really
the day we had to say goodbye to everybody. You know, we're going to miss a lot of people back in Korea. We made lots of friends there. It's really awesome.
Definitely, yeah. I think what we're going to miss most is the relationships that we built with a lot of the other volunteers and the people that we met, right?
Because everybody carries the Olympic spirit there. Everyone has that welcome, friendliness kind of attitude at the Olympics, and it was just awesome getting to know so many people from so many different places.
Yeah.
So Dan, you weren't concerned when Cam almost caused an international incident by intermingling with the North Koreans? We had talked about that a couple of weeks ago with you here on air. You got in with the North Koreans?
Yeah, so at the start of the Olympics, before the opening ceremony, every team takes part in a team welcome ceremony in the Athletes Village where their flag is raised and they play their national anthem. So North Korea, because they participated, they took part in their own team welcome ceremony, but they needed some extra help with leading the team into the space that they were using. So they asked me to sort of lead the North Korean team into the team welcome ceremony, and they sort of put me in front of the line. And what happened was, because there was so much international media there were a lot of photographers. There were I ended up being in a lot of pictures of me leading the North Koreans, and yeah, we avoided an international incident on that day, so that was the important thing. But we made it back safely, and I think, yeah, it was fun.
You got into the closing ceremonies, though, Dan.
Oh, man, that was amazing. So I actually volunteered at the Olympic Plaza where they hosted the opening and closing ceremonies. And after I finished volunteering, they said, oh, you can go see the closing ceremonies. So I entered the stadium, went to the very top, and I was able to see basically the entire half of the show. It was absolutely amazing. The fireworks, just the atmosphere, the music, the parties that happened afterwards. It was absolutely amazing.
Is EXO your new favorite group?
It might be. I don't want to say it on public, but like, you know, it might be secretly.
Don't look at his Spotify list. It's a private list. It's a private list.
Just private, yeah.
The furthest thing from EXO that you can get, I'm guessing. All right, guys, thank you so much for keeping us informed during the Olympics as well. It was nice to have a little piece of home out in South Korea, and I think you, from the looks of it and the sounds of it, looks like you represented Canada quite well from that point of view, just like our athletes. Thank you.
Well, thank you. It was fun. Thanks for having us. Yeah.
All right, Dan and Cam Galindo. Let's go upstairs. Here's Tammy with our top stories.